What it do? What it do? I'm so irritated. It really is always something, and I ain't even. I'm not even mad. I'm just irritated. Oh man, it's like in my head I want to say like, why can't things just go smooth? Because that wouldn't be life. It's gonna be a bumpy road to the end. But we're going live like we normally do. Eating some dinner. Eating these 4-cheese parm crisp things. They're banging. They're so boldly flavored. Then I got some chopped up chicken fajita chicken. I'm smashing that whole bowl. And then I got some watermelon juice. Because I spent like 25 minutes. Alright, I'm lying. Like 15, almost 20 minutes in the sauna. I think it was like 17 minutes. And then I was like, I couldn't take it anymore. But I spent like 17 minutes in the sauna. And man, I don't know what they did to the sauna this time, but it was extra hot. Like, anyway. Oh, whoever's tuned in right now, what up, what up? Hope you're doing all right. Just doing my weekly live, seeing what everybody's up to. Eating some dinner. What's going on, Battle Edits? How you doing? Battles Edits. What kind of content you make, bro? What kind of battles we talking about here? Tell me. Eating dinner. Got my windows tinted. And they did me dirty. I'll show you. So I got the strip tinted, and then I got the under the windshield main tinted. And after getting it tinted, my cabin camera all of a sudden is having issues. So I let the tint dude know what was going on, and I'm thinking that he just didn't hook up a wire, because I'm sure they had to like unhook this to like make sure everything went kosher. So either he just didn't unhook something right, or he sprayed way too much liquid up there. I mean, this place says they do thousands of Teslas. Like, I specifically looked this place up, did some research, and it's expensive, but I mean, they had good reviews, you know, super nice place, but put your hand in front of the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit. Hand in front of the camera? What you mean, like that? Ah, dang. Gotta put this in keep mode. I'm gonna take this seatbelt off. I got you. What up, camera? But anyway, so now my cabin camera's not working. Well, if your cabin camera don't work, you can't use the cruise control, self-driving, auto steer. You can't use none of that, which sucks, because in a couple days, every other weekend, I drive 7 hours round trip to pick up my son. It is vital. I mean, part of the reason why I bought this car, not only to save money and camp in it, was because I wanted full self-driving. Is super attractive to me because I drive 7 hours guaranteed one way. Actually, I drive about I drive about 12 hours in the whole weekend. I drive 3 hours, about 3 hours and 20 minutes to pick them up, and about 3 hours and 20 minutes to come back. And then when I drive back, I drive about 2 hours to drop him off, and then 2 hours back home. So that's what, six. That's like 10 hours over the weekend. So full self-driving, super attractive to me. Like it was deal. It was a done deal. Take my $100, and then now I got these issues. I'm in North Carolina. What up, DJ? Nah, but could be worse. Like, but it's just like, dang, you ever? It's like what people always say. It's always something. You know what I mean? Truly. And I try to ask myself, like in my mind, I'm thinking like, why can't things just go smoothly? Because that wouldn't be life. You know what I mean? It'd be a computer program, which, oh, watch out, the sim might stop. But anyway, so a little irritated with that. Part of me feels like I should try to recalibrate my cameras, but then there's another part of me that's like, that's not gonna make the camera cut on. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just out here. I'm just here because I got the brochure. About to eat this fajita chicken. I'm smashing all of this. Without a doubt. I got my camping fork. I went to Walmart and got this like Ozark Trail like camping fork and a little spoon. What's going on, Mega? By the way, I hope everybody's having a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Shout out where you're from. I'm in North Carolina. But I'm kind of all over the place. Well, not all over the place, but I hop back and forth from North and South Carolina. All over North Carolina, though, mainly. And I'm just going to vlog this journey. Living in a Tesla, saving money as best as I can. Man. And the crazy thing is this girl I know is supposed to be in town. I don't know what's going on with that, but I was hoping to scoop her up and, you know, show her the whip, like show her the self-driving and show her the kind of stuff, and it would happen today. So that's like, you know, put a crimp in my game, you know, which I've known this girl a long time, so it ain't, you know, I'm joking. I jest a little bit, but the timing, the kind of things that happen. Like, I'm not here to push religion on anybody because I don't follow religion or doctrine or none of that personally. That's just my thing. But the universe works in mysterious ways, and there's something going on that I don't understand and know about, because the way things play out and happen sometimes, you just really got to ask yourself, like, it's like the Truman Show. And in case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That's what it really feels like. I kind of wish I had some tortillas and like some barbecue sauce. I could just roll these up with some tortillas and some barbecue sauce. I'd be after it. These are like, it's like fajita seasoned chicken. Uh-oh, Come on, let's pop back in. What it do? What it do? How are you? We just eating dinner, chopping it up. Whoever wants to pop in, say hello. Welcome to my humble abode. my car home. It's been a great journey so far, though. Like, I'm still enjoying it, but I try to enjoy everything for what it's worth. Life's all about the journey, right? What the heck was that? Did I drop something or am I tripping? Anyway. Really just wanted to pop in and vent to y'all and tell y'all that. Odds are, be chilling tonight anyway, so it don't really matter. I'm sure they'll get it handled tomorrow, but it's like, dang, now I gotta go to work tomorrow, get off, rush over there. It's like 30 minutes away. However long it's gonna take for them to take things apart and try to fix it, and it's unnecessary anxiety. Because I feel like it was avoidable. And I feel like they tried to rush. And I don't understand why they tried to rush. Because I brought my car in. I made an appointment at 10 a.m. He told me it was going to take like an hour and a half. And when I got there, I was like, hey, listen, I got some good news. Well, hopefully good news for you. So I'm going to just come back after work. So I dropped it off at 10. I came back at 3:30. Like I told him, I was like, take your time. You know, no rush. They must be super swamped. Super nice people though. Super nice people. Like the owner, they're all nice. Like things happen. So it's like I'm not like upset with them or like feeling any like negative, you know, because I still go back and get more work done with them. It's just like, and honestly, I think now too, if I go get more work done with them, I guarantee there'll be no other issues, because you don't, any reputable good business is not going to let the similar mistakes happen again, if at all, because now they'll take extra special care to make sure that it's done correct. But things happen. Oh, maybe I should, whoa, almost choked. Maybe I should show y'all the tint. Maybe I should do that. So hold on. You see? You can barely see the little screen thing on the inside. I mean, even super close up to it. Oh, and I guess I'll show y'all the other pieces. So I put the camera cover on there. I even went extra and got the little tire cover things. I got I'm calling these wind caps. I think they call them aero caps. So we'll call them aero caps. We'll call them what they are. What's going on, Cobra? How you doing, man? I got the little door Jeezys. I got the louvers and then the rain guards. And then I got this from Halo Black. But yeah. And I got legal tint. I got legal tint on the sides. It's factory tint on the back. And then like this top strip, I got this like limo tint. And then here, I got 40%. Appreciate you, Cobra. Appreciate you. I was just telling everybody, I went and got my windshield tinted. And now, I guess they had to unhook some stuff up here by my cabin camera. And now the cabin camera can't see I got a black 2021 Tesla Y. I'm about to start Tesla van life next year. Hey, dude. Salute to you, man. Definitely. I'll have to go check out your page and I'll subscribe to you and give you a follow, man. We'll have to keep in touch. And that's what I'm doing, man. Stacking up, saving as much money as I can over the next year. But it's been a journey, you know, as life always is. But that's awesome, Cobra. Hey, honestly, the longer that I've been doing this, it's honestly, if I don't know how to say this, like, it's an enjoyable journey. Like, depending on your situation, like, obviously, if you got a bunch of kids and like a bunch of like crazy responsibilities, like, it's just not, you know, it'd be tough. But like, I got a 7-year-old. I get him every other weekend, and I get him extended during the summer. And dude, we stay at like Airbnbs. I've been getting like tents. I got a penthouse one time in downtown in Charlotte one time in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, and like we were on like the 10th floor. We rented the little zip scooters. Like, I'm just trying to give him experience after experience after experience. He lives with his mom full time, so like they just bought a house, bunch of land out in the mountains. They live out in Western North Carolina, and thank God they didn't deal with too much over the storm, just a little bit of damage, but everything's back going good now. So he's got that. So I want to provide him experiences that he's not getting over there, and so I'm able to do that by doing this, and also I'm able to do it comfortably because I'm not having to pay $1,800 a month for, you know, for a one maybe, yeah, one bedroom, honestly, like a studio apartments around here, like for a quality one. Like I'm not if I'm gonna stay in the slums, I might as well. This is why I did this, because I'm not staying in the slums. I'm not living in the hood no more. I'm done with that. I'm not paying those rent prices. I'm paying all in for this. I'm probably paying, and I'll even try to think of like an estimated monthly charge, which I drive a lot. Like, I'm always hopping all over the place. We'll just say that I'm probably paying like $900 a month, all in, all things considered. I'm probably, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm getting tired of paying these. Yeah, dog, these high rent prices. Nah, it's ridiculous. I'm over it too. I'm over it too. But honestly, in doing this, what I was saying, I'm sorry, I'm ADHD, so I can get off track. I'll go on a tangent, but I promise, I usually come back to them. But in doing this, man, if you do it right, it's awesome. I got my VR headset. This has got I got one of those Meta Quest. I keep that on me. I lay in the back. I got the Tesla mattress. Couple pillows, my blanket. I'll be in the back. If I'm not watching that, I'm watching TV on my screen in the car, like, or watching something on my phone. Like, there's a bunch of, like, there's apartments and places you can charge for free. I mostly use superchargers, but recently I got the mobile connector, but I got that in my trunk, so I can mobile connect just about anywhere between my friends' houses. Like, I literally, a couple of my friends, I just, you know what I'm saying, if I go stay with them or need to go hit up a charge or wash some clothes, I'll like buy dinner for the night for everybody, or throw them, you know, a couple bucks to be like, hey, if I need to stop by and charge or wash some clothes or whatever. Like, I'm in a good position because I got great friends around me, and I hope you do as well, Cobra. But the journey is awesome, man, and it's so unique to each and every individual because it's just, I don't know. But I get to own this. I'll own this versus renting an apartment, you know, paying for someone else to dream whatever they want. I chose a Tesla for the camp mode too. I don't think van. Exactly. So reverse, about a year and a half ago, I had a 2020 Toyota Corolla, right? And there was a period in time, there was like 8 months where I was staying in that car, and that was not by choice. I was I had got out of a custody battle. Things was rough. That was about 3 years ago. I got out of the custody battle, and the money that I spent on that, it set me back for like 2 years. So that's kind of changed the trajectory to what's led right here. But I mean, it took my life savings, the better part of my life savings, to do this custody battle and be able to see my son and be a part of his life. And so that's what originally just kicked everything into gear. But anyway, I was living in my Toyota Corolla for probably like 6 months. I was staying at friends' houses a lot more, but I'm the type that, like, I don't want to be a burden on anybody. And like, I made do. My seats went down on the Corolla. I let the seats down, but a gas vehicle is just, it's ridiculous. It's not sustainable because the carbon buildup, the maintenance, the fluids constantly going through. It's not. Yeah, dog. Yeah, it was small. Like, honestly, most nights I slept in my front seat, like, and it was terrible, terrible. Truly, it sucked. It really did. That was horrible. But my car wasn't paid off, and I was still paying. I was violently paying off debt. The goal was to violently pay off debt to get my utilization back down, because when I went through that custody battle, there was like 4 or 5 months where I wasn't able to see my son. And during that 4 or 5 months, like, I'm not gonna lie, I hit a weak point that I never felt in my life. I couldn't go to work. I didn't want to go to work, so I swiped my credit card and paid off bills, because I knew I wasn't going to be no good. I did that and even told myself, Mike, you're going to pay for this. You're going to pay for this later. And I'll be damned if I didn't pay for it later. But either way, we up now. We good. Everything's fine. Credit's back up. The relationship with my child's mother is whatever. It's good. It's good. You know what I mean? Like, I keep it kosher, but I'll never forget what she put me through for that. Maybe someday in the future we'll dive into that, but that's neither here nor there. But no, like, living in the Tesla has been awesome. I mean, just saving the money. Like, it hasn't even. I think it's almost been 1 month. Almost been 1 month since doing this, and I mean, it's not bad. It's comfortable. I'm 6 foot tall. I sleep fully extended back here. And so my daily routine, all right, so I work from 7 to 3 p.m. at a warehouse. And then usually when I get off work, I got a YMCA membership. So first thing I do when I get off work, well, I usually sit in my car for like 15-20 minutes. I get off work, I drive to the YMCA, then I go there, I get on my, bring my spare clothes and all my shower stuff. I will go and just kind of wash my face and just clean up a little bit. Then I'll go spend 15 minutes in the sauna, or as much. I try to spend at least 15 minutes in the sauna and do 15 minutes in the steam room. And then I go take a shower. And then after I take my shower, I hop in the car, and then I go get some food. I typically go to a grocery store. I'll go to like a Harris Teeter or Walmart or wherever. And like I'm doing right now, I went to Walmart and got this fajita chicken. And I'll eat. I'm eating right now. Finish eating. When I get done eating, if I'm not, I'll probably start hopping on live more and more, like, as this journey grows and as things expand. But I'll put on some TV. I manage a ATV company, and we sell like headlights, tail lights, turn signals, all that kind of stuff. I manage their social media. And so I'm constantly on social media doing that. I have a boba tea company. I manage their social medias as well. There's a couple of individuals. One guy who's a Pokemon collector, and he sells Pokemon cards and stuff. I do consultations with him, and I part-time manage his. We kind of manage his profiles together. But social media management is kind of like my dream. So I'm working at this warehouse, and I use the warehouse to kind of funnel my dream, which is doing that. But I've finally been able to turn a profit from my dream, which is I love making products and things look good. I love making videos. I love editing. So that's my daily routine. I'll be working while I'm not working and watching TV on here. I got my VR headset. I might hop around and go see some of my friends during the week. It's rare. During the work week, I typically don't go and like visit friends and stuff, like, unless I get off early. If I get off like 30-45 minutes early, I might pop out and see a friend. But most of the time I just chill, and I'm fortunate that my job at my warehouse, so we all have keys to the warehouse, and my manager, he's ex-marine, and he supports what I'm doing, so I'm able to keep some of my stuff in the refrigerator in our break room. We got a refrigerator in there, microwave. I'm trying to convince him to get an air fryer. But I think that's more for me and not for them. But they're cool people, so I'm able to do that. And then honestly, I have some of the greatest friends you could ask for. I mean, without all of them, I, I would this wouldn't be possible, you know. And so I have some great friends. I have great people that I call family now, for sure, over the course of time, and their parents and everything who support me on this journey. And I've always been a pretty transparent person. I'm so that's kind of my daily. And then I just, whatever mix up things you would do in between, but that's kind of my daily routine. And then on the weekends are actually kind of interesting. The weekends are interesting because I'm not working. So like I, I'm hopping all around. So usually in the weekends, I'm going and hopping and seeing friends. But here's one thing I've noticed. Okay, so when I had an apartment, I'm rushing home when I get off work, and I don't leave the house. I'm like, man, I finally got home, and also I want to stay at my house because I'm spending money to pay for this. Like I'm spending a majority of my time at work. I want to spend some time in my apartment. I find that now I'm more active, and like I feel like it's showing in I feel like my skin feels better. I don't know, my hair, I don't know what it is, but now that I have my routine is more positive. Every day I go to the YMCA, even if I don't hit the gym. Sometimes I still try to hit the gym, and they got a basketball court in there, so I might shoot some hoops or something like that. But every single day I hit the sauna, hit the steam room, take a shower. That's every single day. And in the weekends, because I'm not at home, I'm always somewhere. So I'm calling up a friend and going to hang out with them. And honestly, like I feel like I would. I don't know. It's a blessing. It's a blessing because when I had my own place, I wasn't hopping out and visiting all my friends. I wasn't seeing people. I wasn't present. I was just kind of focused on myself and just grinding and not trying to spend any money, trying to just save, save, save. It's a psyop. And that's what I realized. It's a psyop for everybody to split apart and go pay separate rents and all this kind of stuff. And with as high as rent prices are, I'm not doing it. It don't matter what and then buying a home, forget about it. 30-year loan on a $450,000 house after amortization on that 30-year loan, you're gonna pay like $1.1 million on that house. Like, I'm not getting robbed. I don't need all that. So the Tesla, I plan on doing this for at least a year, if not longer. I mean, it really just depends. So a year from now, what I would like to do is I would like to buy some land. And then once I buy some land, I want to dig a well and I want to install some power. And then I'm going to park my car on my land, and I want to get it in a rural area outside of any HOA and outside of any, like, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? And then I might buy like a shed, put it out there, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start small, but I don't want me personally, I have no aspirations of your typical house, white picket fence. Like, I want a tree house, like a functioning tree house. I'd like to have a barn dominium or something in the corner, maybe a earth shelter, maybe buy like some of those 18-wheeler containers and turn one of them into like a workout gym. I've seen so many DIYs. And I've worked in framing. I've dabbled in roof work. I've done landscaping. I've done a little bit of electrical, not a whole lot. But I'm enough. I'm competent enough to where I think like I could do a lot of this stuff myself. And if not build it, just buy it. You know, I've been looking into those boxable homes. They're like 20-25 grand. Been considering getting one of those. The only thing we could do, yeah, that's exactly. Buy land and build a cabin, yo. I'm telling you, we on the same page, dog. We on the same page. we were brothers in a past life. No, but I mean, I enjoy it. And also, now that I'm only living in my Tesla, I can afford to do things like, you know, get the aero caps, get the carbon fibers. Like, I can actually do something nice to my car. Like my Corolla, I bought it brand new. It's my first brand new vehicle I ever bought. This I bought used, but it was a 2020, fresh off the lot, 6-speed. This is my first automatic vehicle that I've ever owned. I'm planning on buying a couple acres and building a cabin and living a nomad lifestyle. Dude, I'm telling you, we are on the same page. We are on the same page. I just want to do it comfortably. I can't be out here like that dude, what's his name, Will Survives. I can't be out here like him. Shouts out to that dude, because I couldn't do it. I mean, I can do anything, like if I really put my mind to it, but I would never want to do that. But I love watching his channel. If y'all never seen Will Survives, it's hilarious. I love watching it. And he builds, like he putting in work. But no, I love it. I had this girl coming in town. She told me she's coming in town. I should probably message her and see where she's at. But she's supposed to be here like 5:30. We'll see how that goes. Might not be in a Tesla tonight. Yeah. Might be at the hotel. But it's all good. We got Marriott money right now because we ain't got to pay $2,000 a month for rent. My boy bought 10 acres in Grizzly Flats, California, and he built a cabin and lives peacefully and happy. He made it out the rat race. Dude, salute to him. Salute. Next time you talk to him, let him know that I said salute to him, because that's the dream. Like, I went through that keeping up with the Joneses phase. I did it. Been there. Got the trophy. I was bewitched. I was bewitched. I think we've all been bewitched at one point, thinking that like you gotta grind, trade all these hours for this pay to then give it away to any and everybody, like all for the sake of upholding some image that's not fulfilling for you, and only makes others think that like, oh, you're doing so great and you crumbling. I have friends who have homes and they are crumbling under debt because they got a variable interest rate, and the housing market went this way, like at this angle, and they are upside down. They are month by month fighting foreclosure notices and just trying to stay only 2 months behind instead of 3 months behind. Not me. I'm doing that. I ain't boo-boo the fool. Nope. I compete against myself. And so many people, and for so long, I thought I was competing against them. I had it backwards. I had the game messed up. But we live and we learn. That's all we can do. And try to do better than we did yesterday. Yeah, I know, but China's crazy, all right? There's some crazy stuff going on over there. I'm proud to be an American. I will say that, because I don't. It's different everywhere you go. America got its problems. It's crazy out here. But I'm glad to be here. But it's all perspective. This is all I know. I got family in the Philippines. Found out. That's a story for another time too. I'm the oldest of 10. So I grew up a foster kid like 3 years ago. Found my paternal family through an ancestry test that I did through my son. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. I got so much to tell y'all along this journey. We're gonna be talking about a lot, and I'm an open book. I'm totally transparent. I lay it all out there except for my location details. Hmm. Anyway. Nah, they didn't know I existed. And the crazy part, they didn't know I existed, and they lived in the city. So I was born and raised in Durham, North Carolina. I don't know how familiar you are with North Carolina, but Raleigh, North Carolina is the capital. And they grew up in Raleigh. They're from New York. Moved down here. Here I come. You know what I'm saying? A nut later. And whoever the woman was dipped off. I know my biological mom, like I know who she is, but like it's a crazy story about my adoption and foster and all that kind of stuff. Basically, a lady took me in when she was like 18, 19, became my guardian through time, and she worked like 2, 3 jobs to raise me and put me through, the obstacles of life, and I had to grow up fast. But in doing that, I've always known how to survive. My problem is I was raised with a scarcity mindset, and that's been the hardest thing to try to overcome is to embrace a mindset of abundance that, and thinking about how I put things out into the world. And that's why I say like everybody's situation is unique to them. So that's kind of what I'm learning now and navigating through now and realizing, because growing up we were poor. So that's why like that keeping up with the Joneses thing. Like my mom would always try to keep appearances, but also because she wanted me to have things that I never had. She wanted to give me things that she didn't have, and she I call her my mom. Like the woman, my guardian who raised me, that is who I call my mom. The woman who helped create me was a donor. Like we don't associate, we don't speak. But so if you hear me say my mom, it's the woman who raised me. Literally, she was like 19 or 20 years old. She was young. She was a kid. She was a kid herself. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that she stepped into my life. But yeah, ancestry test found out I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. Not only that, but like my paternal family and so I'm the oldest of 10. My grandmother has 6 children. My grandfather wanted more kids, so he moved out to the Philippines. Crazy story behind all that. More stuff that we'll get into, I'm sure, eventually. He moved out to the Philippines, had more kids, built a resort out there. He's got a resort in the Philippines. Rest in peace, his soul. He's not here with us anymore. He's got a bunch of kids in the Philippines. So I got a bunch of other family out there. There's like 70, 80 people like in my lineage that are like within my age in 10 years. North Carolina is everyone. I mean, dude, honestly, so look, North Carolina, the vibe out here, here's what I'll say. I'm biased because I'm born and raised from here, but I tell people I will put North Carolina up against any state when it comes to overall, like if you were to consider everything. I mean, it's a lot of greenery, a lot of trees. We have 4 distinct seasons, very diverse. There's definitely some real country spots. I'm in the Bible Belt, so don't get it twisted. It's some spots where you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't where I'm a little too dark. You feel me? But I blend in for the most part. But no, North Carolina for the most part is great. I'm born and raised here, so again, I'm biased. But I mean, sports, it's a sports mecca. You got NC State, you got Duke basketball, you got NC Tar Heels. Charlotte you got Lowe's Motor Speedway, so huge NASCAR scene. We got the Carolina Panthers. We got the Carolina Hurricanes. I mean, sports is huge here. What else? It's Asheville, North Carolina has the second most breweries in the nation. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, they call this like the dealership, like a dealership capital of the East Coast. There's like more dealerships like per capita or per, I don't know what word I'm trying to say. There's like more dealerships within a certain square mileage here than like 90% of the nation. So a good place to come buy a car. And there's a lot of fun stuff to do, a lot of hiking trails, a lot of rivers, a lot of stuff to do outside. If you want to be in the city, you can be in the city. If you want to be out in the middle of nowhere and don't want nobody to mess with you, you can be out in the middle of nowhere. There's lakes, we're close to the beach. North Carolina's the shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love North Carolina. Like, you know, there's shitty people everywhere. There's bad people and good people. It really just depends on where you fit in, how you get in. You know what I mean? But I love North Carolina. I always end up back. I've lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina. I've lived in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I've lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've lived in, where else in North Carolina? I lived in Wilmington. Did I say one? I think I already said Wilmington. Franklinton, little country town. Roxborough. I lived in Timberlake, North Carolina, which Timberlake and Roxborough are right beside each other, and I lived in both of those cities right beside each other. I love it. I lived in South Carolina for a little bit. I like South Carolina, but South Carolina a little bit hotter. It's a little bit hotter, and it's a different vibe out there. The people are definitely different. It's more bougie. It's super bougie and super poor in South Carolina. It's like one of the two. I haven't really noticed a middle class, and well, in Charleston area, maybe like out in Columbia and stuff, but like Charleston area, South Carolina. The nightlife's pretty solid. So it's not like, I mean, obviously it's not like a Miami or a LA where like everything's open all night, but bars down here, last call is at 2 a.m. and then they'll typically be open till 3 a.m. And then most people, either if they don't go to the strip club, they go to a hookah bar after, if you're still up after 3 a.m. But it's college. You got Duke, NC State, and UNC Chapel Hill. So when it comes to nightlife, I mean, every year it's a fresh spawning of 18 to 24-year-olds. So, and a lot of them end up staying here because a lot of people come here and realize, wow, this place has everything. It's got a little bit of everything. So I would say the nightlife, I mean, a solid 7 out of 10. And really though, nightlife, it's really all about what you make it and who you get to know in your you know what I mean? If you're just going out by yourself, it don't really matter where, well, unless you're in like a metropolis like LA, New York, or Miami, or Houston or something like that. You can probably go out by yourself, but nowadays I don't want to go out by myself. I'm strapped everywhere. I don't go nowhere without. I got my concealed carry, which that's another thing. If you're gonna do the van life, Tesla life, nomad life, gypsy life, I tell people I'm an urban gypsy. If you're gonna do that lifestyle, get a strap. 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 And get your concealed carry. Because open carry is for fools. Get your concealed carry and buy a strap. I got a shotgun in my frunk, and I keep a 9 in the whip. So, because people crazy everywhere, and the bars are dead. Where you at? If you don't mind me asking, Cobra. Nah, nobody's knocking on my window. But I've got like 10, 11 places that I hop back. Like I don't stay in the same place any single night. I'm always in a different location, but each location is vetted and safe. Oh, San Jose. Okay. Okay. I when I was like, so I'm 35 now. When I was like 23, 22, no, I was probably younger than that. I might have been like 22, 23. No, I was around there. I went in a backpack up in Cali. I was in this little Ponzi scheme called Wake Up Now. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that, but me and a bunch of my buddies signed up for it. It was one of them things where you sign up 3 people, they sign up 3 people, and they sign up 3 people, and you get paid. And we knew it was a pyramid scheme. Anyway, we made a bunch of money off that, and the company ended up folding. And I was young, dumb, and wanting to go experience life. So me and a buddy of mine went out to Cali for like 6 to 8 months and just did the unthinkable out there. He ended up staying out in Cali. He actually, I think he lives in like Huntington Beach area, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, he runs a he flips sneakers and clothes and all that kind of stuff. He's been doing that for like 3 or 4 years now. But it all started from a trip after we did Wake Up Now, and he loved it out there and never came back. So camping, I recommend camping at rest stops. Rest stops are really good. Rest stops are really good. Those are honestly some of the safest. And also you got all the amenities. You can go. There's drinks. There's snacks. There's a bathroom. I recommend. Let's see where else. Really, if you got friends that'll let you pull up and park in their driveways. Walmarts. I've slept in Walmart parking lots. And I typically just try to find the darkest area, but like a Walmart in like an opulent part of town. Like for example, like I live in North Carolina. There's this. I'm from Durham. That's called the Triangle. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. It's called the Triangle in North Carolina. But surrounding it, there's cities like there's a city called Cary, which if you're familiar with Epic Games, it's out of Cary. Another good reason here, the gaming industry is huge here. Technology is huge here. This is like the East Coast Silicon Valley. I mean, truly. There's Lenovo out here, Apple's out here, Google's out here, Reverb Nation, Epic Game. Anyway, but I try to stay in opulent areas, and then within those opulent areas, I might be at a Target or like a Walmart or. What's going on, Sebastian Wicker? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing all right this evening. But yeah, I try to stay in opulent areas. That's where I sleep. Is I try to find the most opulent areas. I found some apartments, and some apartments have free charging. And honestly, in the Tesla, nobody questions you because they think that you've spent $100,000 on your car for some reason. I'm like, I paid like 25 grand for this car. Like, so like you can get if you buy. I'm not sure how much you got yours. Mine's a 2021 as well. I got it like a month ago. I paid like 25 on it. It's got like, it had, when I bought it, it had 52,000 miles on it. So, but when people see a Tesla, they typically don't think like it, like if you were in a beater, like if you were in a van, it wouldn't be, that's where it wouldn't be stealthy. But well, also you wouldn't be parking at an EV place, but like even still, like you can't park a sketchy van just anywhere. Like somebody's gonna come mess with you. And a Tesla, it just fits in. It fits in. Yeah, well, the Tesla market, so it's so inflated because I'm sure you know when Elon announces any new product, he's like, we're gonna sell it at this fucking groundbreaking low price, and it ends up being 40% markup. So what happens? The car releases 1 to 2 years, it loses like it's losing value based on that announcement price because people are telling themselves eventually, because he's always telling people eventually we're gonna get the car down to that price, and it never happens. Like that, like this that Optimus robot, that thing gonna be 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you buy a Tesla, I always unless you're if you're like I do want a Juniper. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they have 0% financing at the end of this year, I will probably trade this in and get the Juniper. But with that said, Man, either I don't judge the man. He's worth $300 billion. I can't even fathom what my mind state would be if I had that kind of net worth and if I made the type of decisions that I can't speak on whether if he's crazy or you got to be crazy to accrue $300 million. You got to be pretty like think of a rich person that's worth over $1 billion that's not crazy. Trump is crazy. Bill Gates is crazy. Bezos is crazy. They all crazy. You know what I mean? When you get stupid rich, it's some craziness that come with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I can't. Whatever. I don't buy vehicles based on who owns the company. I buy them based off of my needs being met, and this meets my needs. So I don't care about the naysay. I don't care about all that crazy stuff. And I pity the fool that come and try to mess with my car. I'm telling you. I live in North Carolina. Like I got a right to protect my property and mine. So try me if you want to. I ain't with all the fuck around. I'll tell you that much. I was raised in the gutter. Like don't let the light skin and the smile and the looks fool you. Like we can get busy real quick, and I'm sure anybody can. But yeah, I don't worry about that. I haven't had anybody even any inkling of somebody about to mess with my car. North Carolina is just a different state. It ain't like that. It's not ultra liberal. North Carolina is more of a conservative state. Everything in North Carolina, like, so you don't really have to worry about that stuff. Like I hate to say it, but it's typically the left that's going wild. I no affiliation. I'm independent in my thoughts and my beliefs, but it's a conservative place here. You don't really have to worry about that. And I'm brown, black, whatever you want to call it, mixed with everything. Yeah, go for it. Like the thing is if you look at the stock, it's still maintaining. Like at the end of the day, like buy what you want because you like it, not because of who runs it. Like can't control what people do every single day. I'm not gonna consistently live my life based on all. You know what I mean? Now, like you do some. There's a line obviously where you got to draw, but like pick your battles. That's how I feel. If it don't affect me and my son, I don't care. Do what you want, say what you want. I don't care. As long as you're not harming my child, and as long as you're not bothering me, we cool. So I don't really care much about politics, but like I got a Facebook page and I'm monetized on there, and I'm constantly like prodding. I enjoy positive debate. I enjoy I enjoy talks like that. I don't really care too much, honestly, who wins, who loses. I don't care. My life, I'm gonna do what I got to do regardless. Like there has never been a person in leadership where it has changed my life drastically for the worse or for the better. And honestly, I practice gratitude. I try to be grateful at all times. Like it don't make no sense any other way around. Like 100 years ago, the way I'm living now, if a bunch of people from 100 years ago saw me, they'd be like, dude, you're living lavish. And if you're an American, we're richer. We are the top 1%. Like there are people that are so worse off. We have such a anyway. Sorry, I'm talking politics, saying I don't want to talk about politics. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I told you I was smashing this chicken. It took a minute, but we got there. And then I'm gonna have to find a bathroom and wash my dishes. Fold my little fork back up. Put it in the bowl, and then I'm gonna find somewhere to wash this. Put it back in the little pocket. We might even go do that right now. I might pop back over to this Walmart. I'm not too far away. Yeah, so there are some upcoming vacations next week. So this weekend I pick up my son. I have my son for 2 weeks, and I'm probably gonna rent an Airbnb or something for a week. The second week I'm going to visit my mom. She lives in Charleston. So I'll be taking a road trip to Charleston. I have him. I might even go live for a little bit when we're driving. But yeah, I'm going to Charleston. I'll be up there for July 4th weekend. I'm staying up there for 5 days. Gonna hit the beach, and I mean that'll be my biggest vacation for the year. To be honest, I'm trying to save as much extra money as I can, and also I have an addiction to technology. I love that's which is also why this car was just for me. I mean, I got the VR. I got the damn the Samsung Ultra tablet GZ. Like, I got the little watch. I want the Xbox just announced the little handheld. I don't know if you've seen that, but I have a tech addiction. I do. That is my drug of choice, is technology. I love it. I want to get those new Oakley glasses. But again, another reason why I didn't want to go get a $2,000 a month apartment, because you know what I don't love? I don't love $2,000 a month apartments. ROG Ally X. Yeah. See, I want to get the Xbox handheld when it comes out, and I'm so excited for GTA 6. Hopefully it comes out before I die, but I cannot wait for Grand Theft Auto to come out. Dude, you good people, Cobra. You good people. I don't care what they say about you. You good people. You my kind. I can tell. I like you. I like you, man. If I ever meet you in person, beers on me, or whatever it is you drink, dog. Smoothie, coffee. You let me know. I've enjoyed this thoroughly, man. This has been a treat. Thank you so much for joining in, man. I don't know how you found me or how you came across me, but I'm grateful. I'm about to pack up here though, and kind of just wind it on down. I appreciate y'all chopping it up with me, especially you, Cobra. Big shout out to Cobra Speaks. Keep in touch, man. I hope to see you and hear from you soon. I'm gonna go wash these dishes, throw this stuff away. It's another big thing, organization. You gotta stay organized. You ain't got no room for no mess. I keep a grocery bag. I get one grocery bag every single day, because I go to the grocery store every day. That's just part of my routine. My grocery bag is my trash bag. I actually didn't grab a grocery bag today. I literally just carried the stuff that I bought out. But this is gonna be my grocery pail. Got my dishes in there. We're gonna wash that. Call it one. But I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everybody. I'm gonna go live once a week, and Sunday at the latest. For some reason, YouTube's been playing games with me where it don't want to upload my thing till Monday, my video. But I typically edit my video on Saturday, and then I upload it on Sunday, and then at some point during the week I go live at least once. I'll go live a little, maybe more and more as things grow and as things are, people just want to chop it up. But I'm on TikTok, Mike.Breeze, just like you see on here, MIC Breeze, with a period in the center, Mike.Breeze. On Instagram, Mike Breeze. Yeah, peace and love, man. Thanks for tuning in. How do I end this?